I'm finally back in the tournament here. I feel like it's been months. I haven't really thought about the tournament so far. I was really focused on the teams because I thought me and Jess were going to go a long way. Unfortunately, that didn't really happen. But I'm back for round two, and I was supposed to have my long-awaited rematch against Zack Mitchell in the new format, which I was really looking forward to have the same questions being asked for us in round one, because I think that would have made a very big difference as to who would come out in the head. But unfortunately, Zack is no longer available for the tournament, so we had to come up with an alternative because you can't just give me a free pass. That'd be no fun. So I was given a choice of some excellent competitors that were unfortunately knocked out in round one, and I have chosen someone who I think is a great competitor and deserves to be in this tournament for more reasons than one. But I chose the great Robert Parker to be my stand-in for this round two matchup.
Hi, remember me? Yeah. I'm back. I'm Robert the Hobbit Parker, if you don't remember me. I don't blame you if you don't remember me. I was knocked out first round in both tournaments, and that was really embarrassing. But hopefully that doesn't happen today. Yeah, basically Zack was supposed to be here, and Jen just needed a new punching bag, so she chose me. That's the extent of how this ended up.
So I ended up picking Robert because not only is he a former champion like myself, I think he's a really good competitor, and not only that, he's an uber nerd like me. So it feels like it's a good matchup here. I think we both have very similar strengths, so I'm curious to see how this is going to come out. And yeah, I've never had the opportunity to play him, maybe because we were part of a faction that I totally forgot we were both in. But yeah, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. I think if you're landing on one side or the other, you're underestimating the other person, because I think this is really evenly matched. I'm very rusty. I haven't played in a long time, and I know Robert is an up-and-comer, I would say, just because he's so young. I feel a little bit old when I play someone like this, but I'm really excited to play him now, and he was someone that I think has grown with the league, and he's a great personality, he's a great guy, he's a great competitor, so good luck to him, and good luck to me, because I would like to continue, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is the end of the road again for me.
Yeah, so Jen and I used to be in a faction together. We don't really know what's happening. But, I mean, she's right when she says that I'm a younger guy. You know, I am only 11, so I'm still working on my movie knowledge. You know, I haven't been able, like, my parents haven't let me see rated R movies yet, so that's, like, a big chunk that I don't have that knowledge yet. But yeah, I'm here. Jen touched on it. I am a former champion, so I definitely have proven in the past that I know my stuff, but I also haven't won in There Will Be Trivia in quite some time, so I'm hoping to flip that back around, get the rust off, and maybe beat Jen. I mean, she is kind of a living legend in this league just because she is, like, insanely good, so we'll see how this works out.
Yeah, we do have two former champions meeting up here only in the second round, but if you look at the stats here of the entire bracket, I don't think there's a single person here that didn't earn a spot. So it's a tough way for anyone to the title here, and I'm just glad that I'm not playing some of the people that I happen to run up against all the time. So no Jacob, no Greg, I'd like a new player, so unfortunately I didn't get my revenge against Zack, but I'm excited to play someone new, someone fresh, someone who I think is going to put up a really good fight, and hopefully I can come out on top, because this is my match. He's a guest.
Yeah, so I mean, Jen was the season 1 champion of the There Will Be Trivia, which is pretty insane considering some of the competition she was up against. But to say that she's just going to walk over me, I think is a little foolhardy, because I was the season 2 champion of There Will Be Trivia. We're meeting in round 2 of this tournament, but we both won the tournaments in the past of There Will Be Trivia, so I think this is going to be a great match. On paper, it's two former champions going up against each other, and I'm really, really excited and interested to see how this is going to fall out.
Hi guys, I'm Kees Cornelisse, the Grand Admiral, here to host a match. Now here's the thing, there are two people in this match that we weren't really expecting, and the first one is my co-host today. So, you know him.
Hey everybody, it is myself, Hendrik Confidential. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you guys are stuck with me again. You guys get to see my face on the regular now. Unfortunate things have happened behind the scenes, but we're going to just go with the punches and just, bring the best we can for you guys, for the fans. We want to have fun with this, and we just want to keep on going. This tournament is finally over in round 2 after this match, and round 3 in the championship is going to be coming up real soon, and we are planning to work very hard. And it is going to be myself and Kees, as you just said, the Grand Admiral. That's got a nice ring to it. I'm kind of impressed. It doesn't sound as intimidating as the assassin Kees. How do you feel about what we heard from our opponent, or from our players in this match? Because that was a surprise. I'm a surprise. This match is just it was
definitely a surprise. Yeah, we didn't really know what happened when we sadly heard that Zack dropped out of this match. When I saw that, I was like, why are you dropping out? You're a great competitor. But he has his own personal issues that he has to deal with. That's why he can't compete, sadly. And then Jen chose Robert to actually have a good match. She didn't choose one of the lesser competitors like me. I will admit that I'm not that good of a competitor. She could have picked me and just have an easy match, but no, she actually chose someone who she thinks is a challenge, and that's very interesting. So I do think that she chose someone in Robert who knows his stuff. And if he gets a good round 2 especially, and maybe Jen hasn't the best round 2, Robert might even win this one. That just depends on what happens in this match. But I do think these are 2 really good competitors, and whoever wins this deserves to go into the semifinals against Chance.
Yeah, this is the best of both worlds for the fans, because we're going to get an amazing match because Jen chose a great competitor and Robert, a former champion. And also it shows that Jen is not afraid of the challenge. So even if she loses, she's going to lose with grace and with honor and dignity, because she actually put herself in this position. Because some people may think Robert is a step up from Zack Mitchell, and that's not a knock on Zack, but that's just showing how great Robert is. And Jen knew that, and she chose that opportunity. And she could have chosen Greg, but she's like, no, I want to choose somebody I've never played before. And plus, if you're going to give somebody a second chance, why not pick a fellow champion? So I kind of really respect her decision, and I'm really curious on how this match is going to go. Are you ready to introduce them?
Yeah, let's.
Alrighty, so, guys, it's been a while. Shake off the rust. Oh no, that's just dog hair. Okay, so, everybody. Woo! Coming in as a replacement. Potentially the number 9 seed, formerly the number 3 or 4 seed. At this point, we just know him as the Hobbit, Robert Parker. And his opponent. We all know her, and we wish he didn't, because that means she probably murdered us at this point if we know her. And she definitely doesn't know our names because we're not worthy. We have the Meme Queen and the very first champion of There Will Be Trivia, Jen Kemp. Now that we have all 2 competitors into the ring, myself and Kees Cornelisse. Kees, can you let us know how round 1 is going to go?
Of course. In round 1, both competitors will get 8 questions of 8 different movie categories. They will write down their answer on the whiteboard, get 15 seconds to write it down after they hear the question, and after the 15 seconds are up, they will show the whiteboard to the screen and also verbalize what they wrote down. No Jane Fonda's, no scribble, scrabble, and say, oh, it's this answer anyway. We've seen you, Roka. And yeah, I think really that's as simple as it is. You get a point for a correct answer, and you get no points for an incorrect answer. However, you do not get a penalty either.
All right, both of these competitors are veterans and former champions. So are you ready, Robert the Hobbit Parker?
Yep.
Meme Queen Jen Kemp.
Ready to go.
There will be trivia! Let's see if that catches on. All right, question 1. Kees, take it away.
All right, guys, your first question in the category of action movies. What 2005 film starring Jet Li has the alternate title Danny the Dog? Are there any movies with alternate titles that you like?
If it has an alternate title and it's not a foreign title, then it's usually really sketchy. Similar to this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The original competitor, Jen.
I think it's Unleashed.
Correct.
And Robert.
Unleashed.
Boom!
Tie game.
All right.
Both on the board.
Yes, that's why we're already knowing what's ahead of us. Your second category under romance. In Kate and Leopold, Hugh Jackman's character time travels to modern-day New York from what century?
So, from what century does he come?
Kate.
5.
Surprise, surprise! I haven't seen this.
4. I know either. Not very romantic with the Kates or Leopolds. 2, 1. Hobbit, what you got?
The 19th?
And Jen, what you got?
I also said 19.
And you're both
got
correct.
a point. Guys, your third question in the category of quotes. Finish this line from 1933's King Kong. It wasn't the blank. It was Beauty Killed the Beast. I only saw the Peter Jackson's version, and of course the most recent Skull Island, but
yeah, I've only seen
Does
that.
that really count?
That's a theater experience, but outside the theater, turd fest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beauty, did you kill the beast, Jen?
Robert can be Beauty too. Airplanes.
Do you have a drinking problem? Robert, what do you got?
Airplanes.
That is correct. 3-3.
3-3. Jesus Christ.
That was an inside joke for everybody who doesn't know things that me and Jen have done in the past. Your fourth question under the category of crime. What Oscar-winning film had a Jewish gangster played by Lee Strasberg as a main villain?
Lee Strasberg. Why don't I know this actor?
Can I get a repeat on that?
Yeah. We have. What Oscar-winning film had Jewish gangster played by Lee Strauss as a main villain?
Lee Strasberg.
Strasberg, yeah, now see.
Strauss is different.
5,
Is there?
4. I know Justice Strauss. 3, 2, 1. Robert, what you got?
Godfather Part 2?
That's correct.
Right.
Jen, do you agree?
Godfather Part 2.
Holy crikeys.
4-4.
I did it with the correct Roman numerals, by the way.
Oh, you got me.
I will have to dock you
Right.
a 0.5 for that. No, I'm just teasing.
Alright, your guys' next question in the category of comedy. Which famous comedian starred in Easy Money and Meet Wally Sparks?
I bet $1,000 Case hasn't heard of either of these movies. Let alone
No, I haven't heard of these.
Holy cow. Me neither, though, so double or nothing.
Okay.
5,
So it's not just a
4.
knock on me.
3, nope. 2, 1. Jen, what you got?
I also have not heard of these movies, so I'm going to guess Richard Pryor.
All right, and Robert.
Lead?
Rodney Dangerfield?
We have a lead!
For the lead.
That was my second guess.
And that would have been a good guess. All right, your sixth question under the category of comic book movies. In 1990's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, which character is injured and has to recover on a farm?
I have to admit, I've never seen a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I have
I
only
love
seen
the
the
show.
animated TV
Yeah, I
show.
loved the show, but yeah, for some reason I know a voiceover on YouTube from this movie, and it's hilarious, but very inappropriate. 5, 4, as most voiceovers are. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Robert, what you got?
I don't think I'm right. I said Raphael.
All right,
Ooh,
Jen,
got it.
I also said Raphael, but I'm not sure.
you're both
Nope,
correct.
you both got it.
Okay. Like, it would make sense, because he's the one that always fights.
Well, in definitely my least favorite category of this round, the category of horror movies.
Oh, geez.
What 2010 horror remake co-stars Rooney Mara, Katie Cassidy, and Kellen Lutz? I don't like horror. I don't like remakes, so I imagine that I
Did you
would
say
definitely
2010?
hate. 2010, yes.
Correct.
So I would assume that I would absolutely hate this movie.
Fair enough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Repeat.
Okay,
Ooh.
Repeat.
we'll give that. I saw
I have a
a
lag.
little bit of a
Repeat.
lag on her. I could tell
Yeah.
she was going for it. So go ahead and repeat, Case.
What 2010 horror remake co-stars Rooney Mara, Katie Cassidy, and Kellen Lutz?
That's a good example of when we allowed. I could tell on her screen that she wasn't moving for a second.
It happens. Connection, Skype.
All right, 5.
A little bit dependent.
4, 3, 2, 1. And Jen, would you repeat? Did you get it?
Evil Dead.
All right,
Ooh.
and Robert?
Nightmare on Elm Street, I think it was 2010.
That is
got it.
correct.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right, Robert, flirting with perfection on his return under the category of
You
directors.
can get a perfect round.
Who directed Better Luck Tomorrow and Annapolis?
I will say that I have heard of at least one of these movies, and that's about it.
I've heard, but I haven't seen either. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Robert, perfect round.
I said Jeremy Adams.
And Jen.
Yeah, I don't know these, but Oliver Stone.
Ooh, we were
Oh,
looking
no.
for Justin Lin.
Really?
Justin
Okay.
All right.
Lin. Yeah. All right, but with that being said, Robert, even though he didn't get his perfect round, he had a very amazing return to singles with a 7-point round, and Jen was not far behind, shaking off the rust or dog hair with a 5-point round. And now we are going to go into round 2, and that is going to go like this. Robert is going to have the opportunity to go first or second. Once that decision is made, the person going first is going to pick either red or black, and a number 1 through 10. A number or a color will get selected. If a number gets selected, that person is going to choose to stick with that category, hand it off, forcing their opponent to answer questions from it, or respin. If they hand off, then they automatically only have 1 spin left. If the color is selected, the color of which the person gets selected, they're going to have the opportunity to either pick for themselves or for their opponent. Multiple choice will be available for knocking it down from 2 to 1, and there will be stealing. So this is going to be fun. So with that being said, Robert, would you like to go first or second?
First.
Alrighty, and here are your categories. Because guess what, guys? I didn't forget. All right,
Let him bet on red or black.
your categories. Roll call, which if you don't remember, that's 4 actors, 1 movie. Chick flicks, interesting. Robin Williams, comedy, Harry Potter, action, MCU, and directors. So can you pick either red or black for me?
Red.
And a number 1 through 10.
4.
And that is the category of Robin Williams. Would you like to stick with that, hand it off, or respin?
Oh man. I gotta try my luck and go again.
Okay. For all the
Not
marbles.
handing it off. Interesting.
8.
And that is Harry Potter.
Ooh, that's a big category for Robert.
That's for both of them, though. If he slips up, Jen will definitely get a steal. So this is going to be an interesting turn of events to see how this goes.
Well, Robert very recently beat me in a Harry Potter match,
Yeah.
and I was second in that one.
There you go. So I guess I will allow you to ask the questions for Harry Potter, because I know you are
Oh,
gonna
yes,
potentially flip the
please.
table over there.
Robert, for your first question in the category of Harry Potter. Early in The Half-Blood Prince, Draco petrifies Harry and leaves him on the Hogwarts Express. Which student then rescues Harry?
Luna Lovegood.
Correct for 2 points. Oh boy, here we go.
It's Tom from the book.
In the second question of Harry Potter, what is the name of Argus Filch's cat?
Mrs. Norris.
That was the one I was
That's
trying to. I was talking about.
Oh, well,
Good job. 2 points.
2 points. Alright, next one. In Goblet of Fire, what country do the Bulgarians play against in the Quidditch World Cup?
Ireland.
Ireland for another 2 points, Jesus. Alright, well, for your 8 out of 8, what actor plays Ron Weasley's dad, Arthur?
Oh my god, what's his name? I hate that I have to go multiple choice. I'm gonna know it the second I hear it.
Alright, your options are A. Mark Williams, B. Timothy Bateson, C. Toby Jones, or D. Richard Griffiths.
Mark Williams.
That's correct for another point.
I should have gotten that. Damn it!
I'm so disappointed in you, Robert.
I am
Oh.
too, Jen.
Hey, but with that being
That-
said,
that
regardless,
was a
even if
quick
Jen
round.
clean sweeps, you still are going to have the lead. So, regardless,
Yeah.
that was a good turn of events for you, Robert. And speaking of Jen, alrighty, guess what? It is your turn. 8 is off the table, and I need you to pick a number 1 through 10.
Let's try 4.
That was Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. So,
Oh, that was. Oh,
Remember?
I thought it said 2. I'm sorry. My thing keeps cutting out.
do you want to stick with that?
I don't, and I wish I had heard that it was 4 and not 2, because now I've wasted a turn. Shit. All right. Okay. Let's try 2, because that's what I thought I heard earlier. So.
Alrighty. Jen, me and you are some buddies. Let's have some laughs with comedies.
All right.
Alright, comedies. Jen, you are currently down 14-5. So, let's see how this goes. Your first question. Name the Third Eye Blind song that Jim Carrey performs in Yes Man.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up
5.
the title.
4.
So I'll do multiple choice.
Alright, is it A, Semi-Charmed Life, B, Jumper, C, London, or D, How's It Going to Be?
It's Jumper.
That is correct for a point.
I was afraid it was Ledge Jumper.
Your second question. What actor starred in Seems Like Old Times in the 80s, House Sitter in the 90s, and The Banger Sisters in the 2000s?
I think it's Goldie Hawn.
Final answer? Or are you thinking?
Sure. Final answer.
That is correct for
2 points.
Okay.
Well done.
Usually we don't ask that, but I wasn't sure if you were just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Your third question. In Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Ferris persuades Cameron to let him use his father's car. What brand is the car?
Knock something over. Specific. Is it like model number
Model.
or?
No, just the brand.
Yes, just the brand name. 5, 4.
We'll go to multiple
3.
choice.
Alright. Is it A, Lamborghini, B, Chevrolet, C, Ferrari, or D, Porsche?
It's Ferrari.
That is correct.
That's another point.
Alrighty. Now, your fourth and final question will bring you within 3. Singer Josh Groban has a supporting role as a schmarmy lawyer named Richard in which romantic comedy?
You said Josh Groban?
Groban.
Groban, yes.
Alright, can I repeat the whole thing?
Yeah. Singer Josh Groban has a supporting role as a schmarmy lawyer named Richard in which romantic comedy?
I'm gonna do a multiple choice. I'll remember this.
Alright, is it A, Friends with Benefits, B, Crazy Stupid Love, C, Valentine's Day, or D, Knocked Up?
I'm gonna go A.
That is incorrect. Robert, chance to steal.
I'm gonna go B.
And that
That
is correct for a huge
for
steal.
steal.
Which one was it?
Crazy
I lost
Stupid
track.
Love.
Crazy
Stupid
Stupid
Love.
Love.
Really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember now.
All
He
right.
didn't sing, so I don't remember.
Yeah. All right. So with that said, Robert gets a steal at the last minute, and he has a 6-point lead going into round 3,
That's
which is
big.
going to force Jen to at least hit her 5-pointer. So that is going to be an interesting turn of events. And with that said, round 3 is going to go like what, Case?
In round 3, well, this is the R&B round. I assume most people know, but if you don't know it yet, it's quite simple. Both competitors will get a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. They're based off IMDb, and they will just get some information that you can find on IMDb about the movie, the 2-pointer, you get the year, the actor, and the genres for the movie. You have to name what movie it is. For the 3-pointer, you get the year, the director, and the keywords, plot keywords, and you have to name the movie. And for the 5-pointer, you get the year, and you can choose, if you want, director, actor, genres, or plot keywords. 2 hints from those, and you will have to name the movie based on the information that you get. Of course, there is no penalty, and Robert can choose his numbers in this round.
So with that said, Robert, will you please choose movie number 1 or movie number 2?
1.
Okay. Movie number 3 or movie number 4?
3.
Okay. And movie number 5 or movie number 6?
6.
Alrighty. Jen, remember, you're going to at least have to hit your 5-pointer. So...
Yep.
And either the 2 or the 3 as well.
Yep. I'm just writing down the information for me. It helps me.
Yeah. Case, can you go ahead and read Jen her
Of course.
2-point?
Jen, your first question in the IMDb round. The movie is released in 1973. The genres are biography, crime, and drama. And your main actor is Al Pacino.
He's done a lot of crime movies. That's tricky. 73, I'm gonna go with Dog Day Afternoon.
That is incorrect.
That was 75.
Serpico.
Yeah.
Mm.
And both
Between
are
those two.
both are biographies too, so knowing the year definitely would have helped. Alright, you have to hit this, Jen. Case.
Right. Your 3-pointer was released in 2015, directed by Brian Helgeland, and the plot keywords are twins, 1960s, and criminal underworld.
Oh, Legend.
3 points.
3 points.
To stay alive.
All right.
Once again, Jen, you have to hit this, but if you do, it's going to give you a 2-point cushion, so it'll at least force Robert to have to answer 2 questions, so that gives you a little bit of leeway.
Indeed. All right, Jen, your 5-pointer is released in 2015. What 2 clues would you like?
I'm gonna go actor and keywords.
Actor and keywords. All right. So, to repeat, it was released in 2015. The main actor, or actress in this case, is Aubrey Peoples, and the plot keywords are small town girl, music star, and dual identity. I think Robert knows it.
Can you give me a repeat of the
Yes,
stuff?
of course. It was released in 2015. The main star is Aubrey Peoples, and the plot keywords are small town girl, music star, and dual identity.
All right, I think it's Gem and the Holograms.
To stay alive and force Robert to
I hate
answer.
you all so much.
Woo!
Terrible movie.
Fun fact: I met a kid that was in that movie, and he was very proud. So.
I saw that in the theaters alone, and it was the worst day of my life.
You're the real loser here, no
Yeah,
matter
it's
what.
true.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, it was on a Wednesday afternoon. Yep.
Okay.
I hate that movie.
All right, Robert. So a correction on myself. You don't potentially if you don't have to hit the 2 questions.
You don't have to
you have to hit
hit the
either
two.
the 3 or the
You need
5.
the 5, I
Either
think.
the 3
You
or
either
the
need the
5,
3 or the
and
5.
you win the game.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
However, to make this match fun, if you hit the 2 and miss the other 2, we'll go to tiebreaker.
Wonderful.
Keep that in mind. All right, Robert. Master of the IMDb round.
Shut up.
Your first movie to tie the game. Your year is 2010. Your genres: animated, action, and comedy. And your actor, Will Ferrell.
I'm so bad at the IMDb round. I get myself so psyched out.
Me too.
This is the worst thing in the world.
5, 4,
10.
3, 2.
I'm gonna hate myself so
1.
much. The only 2010 anime movie I can think of is Toy Story 3, and that's
We were
not it.
looking for Megamind.
Oh, I'm an idiot!
Uh,
All right.
All right. Well,
Okay,
on the
okay.
bright sides, you only have to hit one of these two, but
We're not
you are
gonna
going
get
to
a
have
tiebreaker.
to hit one
That's
of these
for sure.
two.
I hate
So-
the IMDb round. I hate the IMDb round.
Your 3-pointer for the win, if you hit it. Your year is 1984.
Perfect. I
Your
remember.
director, Robert Zemeckis. And your plot keywords: romance novelist, Columbia, soldier of fortune.
84?
Correct.
yes.
I don't think the year is right, but I'm gonna go boy.
That is incorrect.
There.
Oh, romancing
And
the
Jen
stone.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I can do it when I'm not being asked.
I knew her two, or her.
Yeah,
I knew her
that's the
3
thing.
and
That's the
5.
thing. If you're not on the spot, it's a lot easier to do this.
I hate the IMDb round so much.
Mhm.
Alright.
All right, Robert, for all the
Your
marbles.
5.0.
Yeah.
Your year is 1940. Please
Of course
choose
it is.
actor, director, keywords, or genres. 2 of those 4.
Of course it is. I mean, let's go director and keywords, I guess.
All right. Your year is 1940. Your
Mm.
keywords: memory of dead wife, mansion, and cruel personal maid. And your director, Alfred Hitchcock.
So I know at least one Hitchcock movie from 1940, but I don't know if he did more than one in that year. I don't think it's right, but Rebecca?
Moving on to round 3. With the help of a second chance, Robert the Hobbit Parker. 5 point. Woo!
Wow.
Jesus.
Alrighty, so with that said, we are going to go ahead and talk to Robert the Hobbit Parker first, with the help of our lovely question writer, Jeremy Adams.
Hello, guys. It is me, Jeremy the Atom Adams, the jerk that wrote those questions, or most of them today, and I'm here to interview our contestants. I'm so excited. That was an incredible match. And here I have the man of the hour, the guy who had left the tournament, had retired in defeat and disgrace. You know, I got to personally hear his tales of woe, and what do you know? He's back. Robert, how are you feeling right now, buddy?
My heart is still beating so fast I can still like feel it in my throat. I'm feeling good. I was feeling extremely unlucky in that third round when Jen was answering questions because I knew all 3 of hers. All 3 of
Oh,
her
yeah.
movies, and
I
when
could
it came
see
to
that.
mine, and I missed Megamind, I was so mad, and that threw me off, and I was never gonna get Romancing the Stone, but Rebecca, I just took a chance with a 1940 Hitchcock movie that won Best Picture, and I came out lucky. Round 2 was lucky as well. Harry Potter is one of
Yeah.
my biggest strengths. Most people who know me know that the geek things are my biggest strength.
Yeah.
So I got lucky that I took a chance and got rid of Robin Williams. Man, but Jen is a hell of a fighter, and nobody can take anything away from her.
Oh my God.
I personally think that she would have beaten Zack. She's insane. She's so good,
doubt.
and I can't wait to see her back as soon as physically possible because she's an amazing competitor.
How did you feel at the end of round 1 when you were winning at that point? Like, did that give you confidence at that point when you were ahead of Jen? I mean, that had to at least be a good feeling at that point in the game.
Yeah, coming into this match, I mean, I haven't played Invariably Trivia in a really long time, so I was really nervous to see how round 1 would go, and the questions were in my favor, and I knew them. A couple of them were some really some educated guesses, like
Yeah.
The Nightmare on Elm Street, Rodney Dangerfield, like these are things that I obviously was not jumping to write it down. I didn't know 100%. But I think I was definitely glad I came out on top because I knew that would give me a cushion coming to the IMDb round that I despise so much.
Yeah, that always helps. If you have a weakness, you got to get ahead where you can.
Yeah.
And again, just one more time, tell us how you felt when you took the chance. You could have got stuck with something bad. You respun and you got Harry Potter. How did that feel?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I thought they were going to say was roll call, and I was about to, get up and leave.
Just walk out?
Yeah, exactly. I thought I was just done at that point. But, I've seen Robin Williams movies. I'm comfortable with them. If those were 4 Aladdin questions, boom, I'm there. But, I took the chance, and I let on Harry Potter, and I was just, I don't even remember how I reacted. I was so happy because I knew I was going to be able to do really, really well. And continue my cushion to hopefully not botch it in the IMDb round.
Yeah. So the 2 big moments that I want to just have you walk through one more time are when Jen was on the ropes and she did indeed nail that terrible Gem and the Holograms movie to put herself back in the game. What were you feeling right then? Did you think, you were gonna be able to get a question and get ahead of her there, or were you thinking it could turn on you?
100% seriously, when she hit Gem and the Holograms, I thought I lost the match because I psyched myself out so much in the IMDb round because I have just so much of a bad history with it. When she hit that movie, and I knew Legend, I knew Gem and the Holograms. When she hit Gem and the Holograms, I thought it was over, 100% completely done.
Really?
For sure. Because I am not at all confident in my abilities to answer questions right in the IMDb round. I am just bad at cycling through a catalog of movies and trying to pick one movie out. That's not something I'm good at. And yeah, I thought I was done when she hit Gem and the Holograms.
And the other big moments, when you indeed weren't having the best of luck in IMDb, and then you got to that last question, I was watching you, and I could see in your face that you were certain you'd lost the game. And you said the answer. Jen held it up on her board. She held up Rebecca, but you were still I think you had accepted defeat. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, when she gets 2 2015 movies, and like I said, I'm only 12 years old, so when she gets 2 2015 movies, and I get a 1940, I thought I was done completely. So that's that.
No matter what you wrote, you figured it was 1940, and so was it when you heard your name there, and when it dawned on you, what was that feeling finally?
Relief, because I knew Rebecca was 40. I knew it won Best Picture in 41. But Hitchcock has such a vast filmography. I thought he might have done something else in 40, and it was a 5-pointer that I just don't know my Hitchcock well enough. That's honestly what I thought it was. I did not know for sure. Even after Jen held it up, I did not know until the name was said. I was not confident in my answer.
All right, and finally, so you're out, and now you're back in, and you're moving on to round 3, and you're facing Chance the Titan Ellison. That is not an easy road there. How do you feel about that? Are you excited to get another chance, or you're just feeling like you just got into the meat grinder?
I'm thrilled to be back, for sure. Like I said, I haven't been in the Goblet Trivia in a while. I'm thrilled to be back. Chance is a hell of a fighter. We have met in Full Metal Trivia many times. I've not beaten him in a group match, but we did face in the normal season of the Goblet Trivia Season 2, and I beat him. I've beaten Chance one-on-one before, so I am confident I can do it again, but I'm not going to get my hopes too high, because Chance is a hell of a fighter.
He is, and man, that's going to be a heck of a match. I can't wait. I know everyone's going to be excited to see it. And the way things are going, we're going to get to it sooner than later. So, all right, thanks, Robert. We're going to move on and talk to our unfortunate loser, but the winner in all of our hearts next here. And here she is, Jen, the Mean Queen Kempe, one of my favorite competitors of all time, gave it a really great fight today, Jen. There's absolutely nothing to feel ashamed about, but unfortunately, luck to kind of go Robert's way there at a few points. How are you feeling about the match overall today?
It went as pretty much as well as I thought it would. As soon as he hit Harry Potter, I was like, well, this is not going to go over me, because I thought it was going to be a guaranteed 8 points. So I had a little bit of a window there when he had to go to multiple choice.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe there's a chance. But no, unfortunately, I have terrible luck and terrible Wi-Fi when it comes to the second round. So I wrote down that it was 2 for Robin Williams. So I was like, oh, we'll go 4. Anyway, I don't know. That's just me. But I'm just glad that I didn't hit directors, because that would have been a completely different game. I probably would have been knocked out in round 2.
You never know, but yeah, I've messed up numbers and things like that. Man, we all feel your pain there. It's so easy to make a mistake with just counting the wrong number, but you know, you got comedy, and I thought you did really well in that category. There were, you know, a couple tough cuts there, but you fought through. You got yourself, you know, in a pretty good placement into round 3. I mean, how did you feel, you know, after your round 2?
Robert says he's afraid of the round 3, but I hate the IMDb round as well. But I think it was truly totally outrageous to steal a quote from Gem and the Holograms. That was comparing both sides of it. That's like the best I've ever done in IMDb. The most confident I've felt.
2 out of 3.
Like his 3 I knew immediately, and that never happens for me. So, and Legend I knew right off the top of my head, and
Sure did.
I knew Gem and the Holograms right off the top of my head, but I was like, who would pick Gem and the Holograms to be a question? But the answer is Jeremy, because he goes all over the place.
Gotta mix it up. Gotta mix it up. I get accused of picking a lot of arty movies, so I'm trying to mix it up now and then. And I almost made truly outrageous one of the keywords. I really wanted to. I really did.
I'm probably the only one that would have understood that.
Maybe. So then it went back over to Robert, and you know, as he said, things weren't going too well for him at first in IMDb. So, you know, after those first 2 misses, you know, on, you know, questions that you knew, how were you feeling at that point?
You never know. I was feeling a little bit better at that point. I for some reason it happens a lot that I do as best as I can for the IMDb round, and then I just have to sit back and hope. So at that point, it's out of my hands. So I thought there might be a chance, but it's Robert. You never know. And for that one, I actually thought that Robert was going to know that right off the bat, because Rebecca's the only Oscar nominated for Hitchcock. So I was like, okay, I think that might be the one. But yeah, it was just too much of a deficit. I fell behind in the first round. I struggled with confidence issues on a couple of questions where I was like, I probably shouldn't have gone to multiple choice for 2 of those, but
did you know Ferrari? I felt like I could almost see you. I see you almost mouthing Ferrari, and you just didn't want to commit.
Close. I was so close, and I was like, I feel like I'll lose all my nerd cred if I answer this wrong. So I wanted to hear the multiple choice. And yeah, for Jumper, that's just one of those songs that I'm like, I feel like I say it wrong all the time. So I wanted to make sure I had the right title.
Those song titles, you got to be sure. All right, so, you know, I guess that's it. And I guess, hey, wait a second. I think I'm getting some news. I think there may have been something announced in a recent video. Maybe this isn't it. Maybe there was another competitor that also dropped out of the tournament, and maybe we need to fill another slot. And I think what we've decided to do is to have another match to get someone else into round 3, and it's going to be a fatal 4-way. So your competitors are going to be in this match Alex Omega Warden, Lucas Schildbach, and myself. You and I have never played before, and what a way to play for the first time, because I, got a BS Attack of the Killer Tomatoes question and lost my match, so I got to try to get back in this thing now and get my respect back, because I had that match won, and, well, another story. So anyway, so how are you feeling about still having another shot, much like our friend Robert, who had another shot, and it went very well for him?
I'd like to think that I have some good karma going for me right now, getting Robert back in this tournament that I can pull over to the free-for-all, but that is a scary lineup, and it's going to be interesting to say the least. Whenever you put Lucas Schildbach in the mix, it's going to be a tough recording, a lot of smash talk back and forth.
A lot of questions being challenged?
Yes, a lot of questions being challenged, a lot of integrity questions, a lot of criticisms of certain films. But honestly, that matchup, that could go any way. I think any one of us has a really good shot. And I'm excited to play you. I've never played you, so that's interesting.
Thank you. I'm really excited. Really excited.
I want to get to, so these are, I think these are all new. I think I may have played Lucas at one point. But everyone else is a newbie, so I'm excited to try out some new people. I have a history of bumping into the same people over and over because I came in early into the game.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see some new blood
Exactly.
face to face.
All right, well, we're going to do that soon. It's going to be exciting, and that's going to bring us to the end here. Thank you, Jen, and I'm Jeremy the Atom Adams. Back to you guys in the control booth.
I don't know about you, but this was amazing for my first match back in 3 months. I am welcomed with warm hearts. So if you see any matches after this and I seem to stumble and seem a little disoriented, that's probably why, because of this, the after effect of this match, because of how crazy this match was. What are your final thoughts?
Do I have thoughts? I mean, everyone said everything already that there is to be said. However, 20-17 in a singles match, that's a huge score for two competitors that are really big, good competitors in this league. I feel a little bad for Jen, just getting a little bit of bad luck at the end there and in round 2. But she still gave a hell of a fight, and she has a second chance. And I do think that she has a very good shot of getting that second chance, even though she's facing Jeremy, even though she's facing Alex, even though she's facing Lucas, who are good competitors. But Robert, he played perfectly in this game, as perfect as he could possibly be in this game. Like 20 points, that's a lot just for a singles match. That's one of the highest scoring singles matches, period, I think. So he definitely deserves to be in this tournament. I can't wait for his match against Chance. That's going to be interesting for sure. And then we'll also see what happens in the 4-way. So that's what I have to say.
Yeah, definitely. And that match already has some storylines, because if Jeremy can win, he gets a rematch against Luca. If Lucas wins, him and Luca going head-to-head with their mouths is going to be interesting. And then, seeing Jen take down Luca would be amazing. And then Alex is kind of the odd man out of that, so maybe he could sneak his way through. So regardless, I feel like that's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait. Congratulations to Jen and for getting another second chance, and congratulations to Robert to proving that sometimes if your mind's just not there, you can just have off games, and he came back with a vengeance, proved it, and
he did.
He's pretty much catapulted his way back up to the top of the map. And guys, I can't wait to be back in this league. Thank you for welcoming me with opening arms back, and I can't wait to bring you guys some amazing content like this match. Kees, this is a lot of fun co-hosting with you. I think I might get used to this. What do you think?
I think so too. I mean, I just love co-hosting. I love hosting in general, and I love being a part of this league. And I want to just see it grow. And I think we're definitely going to do that with you back here. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
I appreciate that. And as always, you are Kees, though. What is that again?
Grand Admiral.
Kees, the Grand Admiral Cornelisse, and I am Henry Confidential, and this is the singles tournament finally wrapped up for round 2, technically, because another tidbit that we got to work on in a minute, but kind of wrapped up for round 2, and make sure you stay tuned for that Fatal 4-way, because there will be trivia.